Hello, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls series. This series I'm not doing commentary for because I didn't think many people would want to listen to it over what's going on in the story. But for this specific video, which is just verses, I want to at least talk about if I enjoy the game or not and why I enjoy the game. And I also have somebody else here who I've talked about quite a few times, my girlfriend Raquel. Hello.
Hello.
She plays Elder Scrolls, well at least Skyrim, she played Skyrim. So I thought if we were both to talk together on a video, then it would make sense if it was an Elder Scrolls video. At first we were planning on recording some Final Fantasy stuff, but my PlayStation 4 is weird and kicks you out of the game if you record, and as you know, cutscenes are really intensive and you can't really pause them. So you'd have to go all the way back and resave and all that stuff, so that's not really working out at the moment. But if I get something that's like an Elgato where I can record and talk at the same time and I have to use the PS4, then we can do that. So anyway, I showed you this game the other night, and you recognized all our favorite characters, the Argonians and the Khajiit and all that kind of stuff. I know you don't really understand how to play this game and things like that, but for what you've seen, you thought it looked pretty interesting, right, as far as Elder Scrolls goes?
Yeah, I really like the artwork that they had and kind of the different interpretations of the characters and, you know, the species that they've had throughout the Elder Scrolls series. So I really like that. It's very different for me how they have the two different sides.
Yeah, I don't think any card game's really, done that before. I think some people see it as kind of like a gimmick, which it might be, but it definitely adds another layer of gameplay, and it's hard to get past the fact that this is a mesh of Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering. You play Magic occasionally, you know how to play. You've got your power and your toughness, and there's regenerate, and there's death touch, and there's lifelink, and the basic kill your opponent to win the game, bring their life total down, whatever. It's been done a million times. I don't think it's something that's that bad, because Magic the Gathering is kind of a formula that is pretty perfect, I think, and that's why even after Blizzard came in, and even though I'm not a big fan of theirs, it seems that whatever genre they cover, they kind of make the best game of that, like Overwatch, which recently came out, and StarCraft, their RTS game, is pretty much the best RTS. So they usually beat everybody, and people were scared that Hearthstone would beat Magic the Gathering, but as we can see, it has not. But I tried to get you into Hearthstone. Meh.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's okay, you like your Final Fantasy, and that's kind of the game you play. You don't really play, like, you're not as intensive of a gamer as I am.
No, I think when it comes to playing games that I can kind of come back to, and I don't have to totally remember how a lot of things go. Like, we've been playing Tiny Towers.
Oh, yeah.
And we played that a couple years ago when we first started dating, and then we both
Well, we've
stopped.
only been dating for like a total of a couple years, so.
Well, when we first started
it's like
dating,
a month or two maybe into it. Yeah.
And then we recently started back up with about a month ago almost.
It's a phone app game.
Yeah, but they've redone it for their 5-year anniversary.
They added new stuff.
And it's much more in depth. And I like that one because that one I can quickly play it and then come back.
And yeah, just leave it whenever you want to. Right, I mean, and it's kind of the same, but it's still a little bit, more intensive. But you are a fan of the Elder Scrolls, and you've put how many hours into Skyrim, you think?
Oh, no.
Like, less than 100 or more than 100?
Probably less than 100 because work and stuff. But when I play, and if I have a chance, I usually play for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
If I can do that.
So I'm impressed because for someone who doesn't really play a whole lot of games, for some reason Skyrim clicked a lot for you, and you're able to put a shit ton of hours into that game, as much as like I would almost. Like I've fallen asleep and woken back up, and you're still exploring caves and stuff. So this is definitely a universe that we have a special connection to, both relationship-wise and individually. This is something we can both come together and be like, oh hey, it's Elder Scrolls. You notice, like I said, that Khajiit and that Argonian, and those little goblins and elves and things like that. And of course they've added new species that I haven't seen before. I mean, maybe slaughterfish were and other stuff. But yeah, it is a really fun game, and if you guys can get a chance to play it, definitely don't overlook it. I know you've enjoyed me watch it. So yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to Raquel, her first appearance, and I'll see you guys in the next video.